Hi guys, here are my thoughts on the finale of season 22 titled Beacon of Hope. The entire Northern Ireland episode was more in line with the previous episode than with the rest of the season. It was actually quite exciting, I have to say. Of course we did start off with another equalizer, no surprise there. We start off with a quite familiar pattern, navigation issues. And nobody is taking time to buy actually a map. What's up with that anyways? This is the season finale, people. Another familiar pattern is that people are still not properly reading their clues. Otherwise, Carolyn and Chen wouldn't have screwed up that royally with the bog challenge. The entire bog challenge was really physically demanding and something I really did expect at this stage of the race. I was very happy with that. The entire Titanic challenge was on the one side physically demanding, but also tested your mental strength. Those teams who actually focused enough and thought the strategy through did very well. Other teams that didn't do that, they did very badly. But it just proves once more that at this stage of the race, you first have to read your clue and think your strategy through, otherwise you're just screwing up and wasting time. I did feel bad for the boys and for the roller girls for getting so frustrated before they really could figure out the right order. But on the other hand, it made for really great TV. I was somewhat satisfied with the way this episode was cut, since they tried to hide who was gonna come in last, the roller girls or Carolyn and Chen. All in all, I was happy with this episode and also with the three final teams. They all really deserve to be there. The final leg of this season was, how shall I put it, quite disappointing and boring actually. But let's start at the beginning of this episode. The pint challenge, in order to get the next clue, was okay. You don't see the teams that often drink booze, so it was fine. That we would be having another equalizer was pretty much a given. It has been always that way. That entire photo op just cracked me up. People actually expecting to take a photo with the real president. The current holder of this office really hasn't that much work to do, but he has better things to do than have his picture taken with a few participants of the Amazing Race. I just found that notion absolutely hilarious. But it gets even better. The roller girls going to the White House at Pennsylvania Avenue 1100. Oh my god, it just kept cracking me up. I could not believe that there would be a single American who does not know the address of the White House. In which universe is the White House at Pennsylvania Avenue 1100? Everyone knows it's Pennsylvania Avenue 1600. Not knowing the correct address of the White House is really an embarrassment for every American. The entire spy challenge was really boring. Don't get me wrong here, we had that challenge in a previous season. It wasn't very interesting then, and it was even more boring this time. Anthony and Bates were doing very well during this challenge, but poor Max, he just couldn't find the right agent. And Katie proved once more how unsupportive she is of her husband. I'm not quite sure what for kind of relationship those two have, but I really don't think that is going to work in the long run. The one thing that is different about this season is that all final teams did a very good job in writing down where they went, when they went to which country and in which order they finished. And this information came in quite handy. The final challenge with all those globes was just a fun challenge. It was pure luck how fast you could get it done. That's a challenge I expect at this stage of the race. And Anthony and Bates coming in first place, I was very happy with that. Those two guys really have earned it. All in all, I would have to say about this season, it was a very weak season. Many pretty pictures, they visited many pretty places, but not much Amazing Race action. Not the most exciting season. All pictures used in this video remain the property of CBS Television and Universal Pictures.